don't say words that you don't know, especially words that you don't know how to spell. And it's because I realize that so often I make an assumption of what a word means and what the connotation it has. And so I say it thinking it's positive, and nuh-uh, it is the complete opposite. And it happened today. So I used this word to describe someone who was incredibly cheerful, bubbly, incredibly smart, incredibly hardworking, a phenomenal leader, incredibly visionary, someone that I look up to. And I described her as lackadaisical. Like, I don't even think I'm pronouncing it right. It was my first time ever saying it out loud. I called her lackadaisical, and it was in front of two people there, and she was the leader of that organization that we were part of. And these two other people, the other one was also a leader. The other one was kind of a leader, right? And so I called her lackadaisical in front of everyone. By the way, I don't even know how to spell lackadaisical. I genuinely don't know. But from what I could tell from the stories that I've heard that word being used in, from the movies and shows that I've heard it being used in, which is probably not that much, I always thought that lackadaisical meant whimsical. And to be honest, I didn't know what whimsical was. I can only imagine how it makes me feel. It's like a vibe. It's like something that's magical. Like that lackadaisical, I thought was like magical, like whimsical. Magical, something that was incredibly bright, incredibly bubbly, incredibly like float. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a good vibe. It's like something that makes you smile. It's something that you have a good time with. That's what I thought lackadaisical meant. And if you search on Google, or perhaps if you know what this word means, it is the complete, the complete opposite of everything that I just said. It describes someone that is lazy, undetermined, and a few other incredibly negative and badly connotated words. But I didn't know that. I genuinely didn't. I genuinely, my hearts of hearts, I thought it was an adjective, not a name, but an adjective to describe someone that was, a positive connotation. Everything I explained before. And the person called me and explained to me how it made them feel, especially when I said it in front of everyone else. And that was when I realized, like, just don't use words that you don't know, that you don't know the meaning of, and that you don't know how to spell. It's not going to turn out well for you, because even though you're assuming, let's say you're assuming, like, what is the purpose of assuming and saying a word that you don't know? For me, it might just, for me, genuinely, it was because I wanted to try a new word, and I thought that's what it meant, and so I took a gamble on it. And that's what it is. Some people use big words because they want to sound smart. That's not why I use it. It was genuinely because I thought that's what described the vibe of the word. And so now I know. Now I know. My lesson learned, and I hope you learn this lesson too. Do not say words you don't know the meaning of and that you don't know how to spell. And also be wary, or not wary, but be very conscious of what words you use to describe others, what names you use to describe others. Because words, especially words that shape a person's identity or adds on to a person's identity, those words carry a lot of power, weight, and meaning. More than you would imagine. Especially if those words aren't just said once, not twice, but many times, and by many people. Because those words will have an impact on you and who you become. And if it's negative, yikes. That's not so, you can kind of see where I'm going with this. A person that's told, you are cringe, you are cheesy, you don't have any friends. A person that is told that over and over again, no matter how many friends they may have, no matter how non-cringe they are, they will begin to believe it themselves. Not everyone is bulletproof. So that's something to keep in mind, and I learned a lot today, and I'm just grateful. I'm grateful to have people that can give me feedback in an incredibly respectful manner, and be able to understand the thought process of what was behind my actions, even though it's completely inexcusable, to be honest. Like, that was my lesson today. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said those words. And ultimately, it's not about what I said or what I did or the intent behind it. It was how I made her feel. And those, well, so it doesn't matter what I did. It was the actions that I took that made her feel how she felt. And that is completely unacceptable on my part. So, for me, you live, you learn. You know, we smoothed it out. Everything's good now. And I learned a very incredibly valuable lesson today. So, bless the Lord for that. But with that being said, key action step for you: do not use words you don't know how to spell or know the meaning to. That being said, remember to be better daily. I now am better now. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.